Hi everybody, welcome in. I am going to show you the EDC for today and then we'll have the shave of the day, okay? But first, I want you to know the EDC of the day is actually comprised of two tactical flippers. First is this baby by Liong Mah. This is the Tempest. I like this knife. Wow, it pops right out too. Look at that sharp point and a big belly on this knife. Excellent for cutting. This is the Tempest by Liong Mah, and also another knife that is up for grabs today in my pockets at least. The Reate Horizon-B folder. Both with S.35V and steel. Both are very similar in so many ways, not just with the steel, but very close. The pivots are the same. I like that too. The steel, of course, is the same, but different style blades, and I really dig both styles. For example, the Tempest has the upswept tip with the swedge on top and the excessive jimping on the spine. And the Horizon B almost has a big belly to it, and it has a big swedge along the top of the spine as well, but no excessive jimping. I do like this particular style. Sorry, I had a phone call. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I like the Horizon B with the big belly, the hollow grind, which is really cool. And I did mention the fact I like the swedge on top. That's pretty awesome too. Sort of a drop point on this particular style blade, as you'll see. And it closes like butter. I do like this aggressive feel that and texturing that has been done on the scales. These are both frame lock knives, by the way. Here's the Tempest, as you can tell. And it does have some jimping on the taper back toward the back part of the knife. I just went blank. I couldn't even think of what it's called. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's been one of those days. Been sort of hectic today. But I will tell you a little bit about these knives, okay? I want you to know some of the nice things I know about them. And this one closes exceptionally well, too. It's a lot, I guess, smoother. It's not as aggressive on the scales as the Horizon B, but as I said earlier, they are very, very similar. Size as well. Yeah. Actually comprised, as I said, today's EDC of these two knives. Why these two knives? Because these are a couple of my favorites. They really are. I scored the Liong Mah Tempest at Blade Show this year, 2016, and I got the Reate Horizon B folder from a buddy of mine in Salt Lake City, Utah. S.O.T.D, my buddy there, and he hooked me up. He gave it to me as a gift because he's a good guy, and so am I. So, thanks, man. I still truly love it. Oops, sorry about that. I'll have to edit that out, I hope. I will say this. The Tempest, I'll read a little bit here, is yet another superbly designed flipper. And it is from the talented and innovative buddy of mine, Liong Mah. It does have a super swift and smooth action that I showed you. I mean, wow, it's just like bam. You click it out and it's there, baby. It's just like bam, you know. And the same goes with closing. It's just like buttery smooth closing. Not only will you notice that, you'll notice the similarities that I said earlier between that and the Horizon B. And that's because, well, it's quite simple. They're both manufactured by Reate Knives in China. And if this knife didn't meet all of the stringent specifications of my buddy Liong Mah, he wouldn't have allowed them to put this knife together for him. And that's basically what he did. He does have some quality specifications that he has to have met, or he is very, very much a perfectionist, and he won't just settle for anything. So with that being said, another thing you have to keep in mind is that the guy in charge of Reate Knives, that's spelled R-E-A-T-E, there you have it right there. The guy in charge, his name is David Deng. He's the owner and chief operator, and he can attest to the fact that these knives are quickly gaining recognition, and so is he, for producing some very, very good quality knives. As soon as you get that knife, you'll notice right in your hand the secure and comfortable grip, and it also fires out with a pow effect. I like that too. The Horizon B folder, a premium knife that definitely deserves your attention. Now we're going to go over some of the statistics now, some of the stats and specifications of these two knives, and we'll compare them so you'll know that they are very similar. Oh, I meant to show you this. It does have an anodized clip on this particular one, a light blue anodized. I don't know if the camera's picking that up visually or not. Here are the stats now. For the Tempest, the blade length is 3.75 inches. 3.75 on the blade length, exact same as is on the Horizon B, 3.75. Now, overall length, very close here. Overall length of the Tempest is 8.625. Overall length, 8.625. Or at least that's what they say. I've never measured them, but overall length here on the Horizon B, they say, is 8.75. So I hold them up side by side and compare, and we see they are very, very, very close. Can you see just a fraction of a difference there? Not much at all. Both of those knives have the stainless steel that I mentioned earlier, S.O.T.D, which is my favorite steel, and I'll tell you why in a bit. S.O.T, in my opinion, is just wicked. It's a wicked steel. There's Liong Mah's LMD, Liong Mah design. That's his logo. And this particular knife, the Tempest, has a flat grind to it. The handles, of course, are made of titanium, and I really like the handles. It really feels good, and it's put together with the pivot assembly here. Both of these actually have ball bearings, and that helps it to close so magnificently, and to open that way as well. I mean, check this out. Wicked. Hardness ratings, both about the same, I think, more or less, 59 to 60 RC on the Rockwell hardness scale. Drop point, as I said earlier, on the Horizon B, and I like the belly it has right here. And of course, the handle material on this one as well, titanium, of course. That's the knives that I am carrying today, both of these. I'm carrying both. Now, I did mention that I would tell you guys why I liked S35VN steel so well. I'll tell you, it's quite simple. Here is why. This past Thanksgiving, we were at a family gathering, and I had, I believe it was a quartermaster knife on me at the time. I don't recall which one. It was a quartermaster. And so they needed someone to take the turkey and get all the meat off. So not only did I take the meat off with that knife, S35VN steel, I deboned it, and I also removed all of the little pieces of what's the tendons, the little tendons you have to cut through, and all that stuff in the legs, the big giant turkey legs. You had to cut through all that stuff, and man, it just performed magnificently. It was awesome. And not only did it perform flawlessly doing that, afterwards, when I got finished with that, I went home and I trimmed up 4 giant sticks so the kids could roast marshmallows on them. We had a bonfire, and so I trimmed up the points on the sticks and cut off all the other limbs off the sticks. And this knife is still performing wonderfully. And not only did I do that, then I went inside the house and I checked it on a paper cut to see if it would still cut. And it performed just as good as it did at the get-go. I mean, it seriously sliced right through paper. And then I checked it on my hairy arm, and it shaved hair as well. Sure, it had a couple of spots that were a little bit more. Edges weren't rolled or chipped, but it was a little small portion. I think that it had a little bit of dullness to it, but it wasn't anything major, and it was still cut. It was very sharp still. And that told me right then and there that S35VN was the steel that was for me. I mean, I really like it because it sharpens easily, for me at least. I do have my own sharpening service, and that may make a difference. So I did the sharpening, and it kept an edge. Edge retention was fantastic, and that's why I like S35VN. Everybody has their own opinions. I mean, you like something else, and that's fine. There are some other steels, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's the best. There are other steels that I really like too, much more, but I really do like S35VN. Thank you guys for watching. Shave of the day is up next. You enjoy yourself and get out and have some fun, okay? Later. And welcome in. Time for the shave of the day. I'm Mark McLean, Hunter Green, whatever you want to call me. I am here for you. Just don't call me late for dinner, okay? Speaking of which, tonight we're having shish kebabs, and I am so pumped up. I can't wait for that. We're going to have a lot of fun, though, right now, because today's a celebration. That's why we're having shish kebab tonight for dinner, because we are celebrating. It's anniversary time. Yeah, buddy. No, it's not my wife and I having an anniversary, but it's me and another sweet lady having an anniversary. 1 year I've been wet shaving today. Yeah, boy, it's been a sweet relationship. Oh, she bites sometimes. You gotta be careful. Yeah, she gets a little bit disturbed when you unscrew her and screw her down too tight. Oh my goodness. Today I'm using the Gillette Slim Adjustable, and we're going to put that on 3. That's my preferred setting on the number scale. It just, I don't get too much of an aggressive shave, and I don't get too, I guess, too less soft shave. So it works about right for me, at least, on number 3 setting. The blade I'm using today is a Rapira. Can you see that? This is a Russian blade. Yeah, there it is. Look at the back. Yeah, they got their letters wrong. I don't know why. It's just backwards. I'm joking, of course. I got a lot of friends from Russia. I never thought I'd say that, you know? I really didn't. I never thought I'd say, I got a lot of friends from Russia. Some of my friends, my closest buddies, are actually from Russia. And I got several in Australia, too, that are, I mean, just like this, you know? I just never thought I'd say that in my lifetime. It's weird if you think about it. But it's certainly amazing, and it's a great thing. I'm going to have a quick shave today in celebration of my 1-year anniversary. I began wet shaving a year ago today. And that was when I produced my first shave of the day video. I can't believe I've been doing it for a year, but yeah. I noticed something about these Rapira blades. They say super stainless on them, and they're double wrapped. I'm serious, it's like wrapped inside this. It's like a protective paper sheet, and then you get the outer package for advertising. But it does a great job. I like that blade. It's only the second one I've ever used. And today I'm going to be using my, yeah, the Old Spice mug with the famous, beautiful schooner on there. The ship Grand Turk, Salem, 1786. The Grand Turk. And I love this mug. My buddy Jason Moore gave me this. Gave it to me because he likes me and he's a good guy. Isn't that nice? The soap I'm using today is of a tallow base soap. And I like tallow-based soaps. In fact, I only have, I think, one other, and that is, let's see, it's frankincense, actually, from The Art of Shaving. I take that back. Sandalwood, my bad. It's sandalwood. This is frankincense and myrrh. Yeah. From Soap Smooth. Soap Smooth. Yes. Frankincense and myrrh. Tallow, shaving soap. And I noticed something. I've never shaved with this soap before, but I did notice something right out of after heating this up a bit and not necessarily blooming it, but allowing some of the hot water to permeate the first layer or the top layer. I noticed something. And then after I'd already noticed it, I started reading online about the soap. And it even says it online. It says, have you ever been to a church where they burn frankincense and myrrh in their, the little swinging pots? See, that was a Catholic church I went to that had that. This is the brush I'm using today, a Dennis Coluccio special. Beautiful artisan brush right there. From this right here, this wood, you can actually see through that. I don't know if you can see it up close. Anyway, it's an amazing looking brush. Tom Stone's Beyond Wood Products made this material, and Dennis Coluccio turned it on at his studio in upstate New York, Cherry Valley. It has a uber soft, finest grade silver tip badger. And right now I'm just going to load the tips of the brush, just turning it around a little bit, that's all. It should be adequate as far as whipping up enough lather is concerned to perform an excellent shave today. I want a great shave because of the fact that it is officially my anniversary, right? And also I meant to tell you something else. I already have applied as you can see my face glistening a bit, I've already applied the pre-shave oil, and I'm using the Shea Moisture Shave. There you go, Shea Moisture Shave Beard Softener. They call it Three Butters Beard Softener or something like that online. That's what they called it. Originally heal ingrown, or organically heal ingrown hairs, razor bumps, and skin discolorations. Softens and treats pre-shave oil, shea butter, beard softener, and skin protection. And it is that. It's all of that and more, because it even smells nice too. So if you notice, this is not a boggin. Some people says, I like your boggin, your sock cap. No, it's not that. This is called a kufi. Ever heard of a kufi? No? A kufi, and in fact, this particular one came from the Bahamas. You can score these as well. Several other places online, I'm sure, but they're not the actual handmade real ones, I'm sure, unless you specifically order that type. But this one we actually picked up in the Bahamas. My wife and I, that's where we went on our honeymoon, our official honeymoon, and that's where we went the first time. We had just met, and she and I, along with her brother, we went to Freeport, Bahamas, and had a great time. It's a great place. The people are there are so genuine and soft-spoken and courteous. They realize that the money that they are getting comes from you, the visitor, the tourists, and they know that, and they treat you that way. We even got the chance to eat in someone's home. Right, I'm serious. You just don't find that at Nassau. If you go to the Bahamas, Nassau, it's just not like that. But there's some awesome people there, and I suggest you go and stay at least a week. I'm not talking about stopping on an excursion on a ship on your cruise, which that's cool too. You'll learn a lot and you get to see a lot, but to actually enjoy it the way that I'm talking about, to be included in someone's family, to go home and eat with them, is magnificent. Anyway, this is handmade. We got it in the Bahamas. That's not the first one. This is the second one that I got, and it matches the clothes that I'm going to be wearing today. But this one is the original kufi that I first got when we first got together, and we went, and this was the first one I picked up. I like kufis. All right, now back to what I was doing. I'm just going to get a little hot water here, splash it on the puck of soap, and continue rolling the brush around, just coating it just a bit, because I really haven't adequately coated the brush, and that's okay. I think I've got enough that I can whip up a lather, perhaps while using my Grand Turk mug. Have to put a little water in though. Ooh, that's hot. My goodness. Got some hot water. Celebrating the anniversary today. Magnificent. Hard to believe it's been a whole year. Doesn't feel like it at all. We're getting ready to take a trip right now. Just a short trip. A little over an hour's drive. A lady has a vanity for sale that we got to pick up for my wife, so she can put her makeup on and look nice. Snazzy. Okay, I think we've got an adequate amount right here already stirred up. Yeah, that looks good. Ooh, and it feels good. I haven't shaved, as you can tell, because I've been waiting for this anniversary shave. Man, look at that. That stuff's nice. And you can't beat the scent. That's the scent I like. Frankincense, myrrh. And it's almost a religious experience. I'm serious. I mean, it smells just like the time that several times I've been to a Catholic church. And the priest was walking around doing his blessings and swinging his, I don't know the proper name, the pot, the incense pot, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there's a particular name. I'm going to add just a few more droplets into the cup. Just drip it right off. That's how I like to do it. Just a few drops. That way you can control it lots better than overdoing it. Because if you overdo it, it's going to take you a while to recover. Even though it's, possible, it's no big deal. You can continue to add more soap if need be, or you can continue stirring it to a frothy lather, whatever the case may be. And this texture is perfect right here. I am digging it. That is excellent. I love this. One of my favorite soaps now, I'm going to tell you, because I love frankincense and myrrh. It really feels nice to be able to shave, because it's been about, I guess, a week now since I've shaved, possibly longer. Look at that. My goodness. My. Good stuff, good stuff. Ah, yeah. So, here we go. Number 3 setting. Gillette Slim Adjustable. I like this razor. I like being able to control it and not necessarily have too much or far too aggressive a blade, you know. As far as these blades go, they are actually really sharp. I'm heating up a sink full of water just so I can rinse the razor off inside, back and forth. Just enough, you know, to rinse it out. That's all. I like it. I guess I could and should stretch my skin. Yeah. It's actually doing better that way. Sometimes I forget. But it is very important to stretch your skin appropriately. Just wiping it down to get my beard line. Don't want to go too far down. Got a little bit of a shower yesterday, so it's cooled things off quite a bit. We've been having 107 to 110 degrees here in western Kentucky, and which is basically typical late July, August weather. I'm gonna have to put a little more soap right here in the mustache area. We've had a heat advisory warning several different times. If by chance you have an elderly person in your life, or someone you know of, perhaps a neighbor, why don't you do this? Make sure that that person has adequate cooling conditions in their home. Make sure that they have an air conditioner and a fan. That fan will stir the room conditions enough that it will help maintain a cool living quarters area for the elderly. Anyone at risk due to breathing issues, I would suggest you doing the same for them as well. It's sad that it's that way, but if you're here in Western Kentucky, at least, this is something that has become a part of people's lives. You have to help keep an eye on the elderly. Man, this stuff is great. I just love a tallow-based soap. I've enjoyed several good shaves with a tallow-based soap. Gonna put some drops of water inside here, just a few. Gonna stir it up again. Anyway, I was going to say earlier, we have to pick up a vanity for my wife. Gotta go pick up speaking of pickups, we have to go pick up my brother-in-law's truck. Thank you, Howie, for loaning us that. Man, look at this stuff. It's amazing. I can say officially, as I said a little while ago, one of my favorite soaps right now. It made the list really quickly, early on in the shave. Gosh, I love it like that. It's very similar to the texture of my Captain Hunter's Sense of the Seven Seas Mutiny Bay Rum. And Blimey, too. Bay with lime. My wife and I both got haircuts the other day. And she got hers purple. Isn't that awesome? She's asked me on numerous occasions, am I too old to do that? You're never too old. You're as old as you feel you are. And in this world, in today's society, you do what makes you happy. Am I right? Am I right? Or am I right? I think I'm right. I used to have an eyebrow ring. Let's see. I'm trying to remember which side. It was this side. And it gave me a very distinctive look. I liked it. This was back when a lot of people just started doing that. Maybe do it again, I don't know. Right now I'm just trimming underneath the beard line. Going to do a little more recoating. My stomach's growling. Don't know why. I think I'm getting as much shave soap on my glasses as I am on my face. I mentioned in a previous video we're going to be doing some type of giveaway in August, my birthday month. August 19th is my birthday. I'm not sure what I'm going to give away as of yet, but I think it'll be something nice, I hope. Stay tuned and we'll have more details upcoming in the future. Just wanting to alert everybody to that, something to plan on and keep in mind. I was mentioning my haircut. I honestly, I'm going the upward pass now. I honestly got it cut short purposefully. Yeah, I'm glad too, because man, it has been so stinking hot. This soap is wonderful. I really like a tallow-based soap. I just do. If you've never tried one, I suggest you do so. And if you don't like it, send it to me. Yes, send it to me. Hunter Green, I got mail, I still do under Hunter Green, Mark McLean, whatever, 2991. 2991 Clay Street, yeah, Clay Street, apartment 31, Paducah, Kentucky 42001. And I'll take it off your hands. If you don't like the tallow-based soap, and I'll send you something in return that you might like better. I want to make sure everybody's happy. There's a little bump right there that I seemingly always hit. But less than I used to. I'm going to recoat now just a bit because I've got this area right here that grows, actually grows toward the Adam's apple, but you have to hit it like this backwards and then crossways. It's funny how everybody's beard grows in a different direction. But if you don't know the direction your beard grows, well, all you have to do is you can take like let's see, after you shave, take a soft napkin or something that sheds pieces of the paper and drag it across your skin, and you'll see the direction of the beard growth. Whatever works for you, figure it out, because it's important to know the direction your beard grows, and everybody's different. Yep, I did nick myself there. Oh well, that's all right, no biggie. Telephone. All right. Gotta shut that door real quick. Okay, we're finished with the shave of the day, the anniversary shave. And I'm going to put some cold water on and let this. Oh, that's cold. But nice. Cold, but nice. Yeah, baby, yeah. Very, very nice. Very nice. And that's going to do it, because I don't need to shave anymore. I mean, that's it. Now, I gotta go get my aftershave. I left it in the other room. Magic. Yeah, there you go. One of my vintage bottles that I really love. And this one is about, I'm thinking around 60 or 70 years old. And the product inside is Clubman Pinode, and this is their musk scent, and it smells nice. Whew. Burns though. A lot of alcohol, obviously, but that's it. I'm going to throw on some Jack Black. Jack Black makes some great beard products, and this is the conditioning shave beard lube. That's what they call it. It has menthol and eucalyptus in it. You can pick that up at Ulta Cosmetics. I think perhaps Sears might have it, I'm not sure. Several other locations you can find it, they sell it. And I like to put on a copious amount as always, and then I sort of pat it dry and allow some of the excess moisture to go in, you know.
Okay. All right. Well,
that's my wife.
All right.
She's never had a quiet conversation. But that is it. I'm serious. Obviously, I have reached host status. Look at me, baby, look at me. Thank you guys for watching my anniversary shave. It's been 1 year, my first wet shave video today. And I thank you guys so much for being part of it. Tell your friends, get them to watch and subscribe. It means a lot. I don't make any money out of it, but at least I have somebody to talk to instead of myself. Thank you once again. Peace. Shave of the day, okay? All right. Welcome in, guys, the shave of the day.